Namaskaram. The story of Nabanedishta, when truth became the highest inheritance. In the Vedic world, life was not governed merely by inheritance, ritual skill, or material success. What sustained the cosmos was the cosmic order and its human expression, Satya, truthfulness. A sacrifice could be flawless in form. Wealth could be vast and knowledge could be deep, yet without truth, none of these were considered complete. Many Vedic narratives therefore place individuals in situations where honesty is tested against loss and where integrity alone determines divine grace. The story of Nabanedishta stands as one such profound testimony. Among the sons of Manu, Nabanedishta did not share the same fortune as the others. While his brothers stood before their father to receive their portions of wealth, he remained away at his guru's hermitage, devoted to discipline and sacred learning. When he finally returned, he discovered that no material inheritance had been reserved for him. His brothers told him, "Your share is your father himself, not as property, but as the one who would decide his fate." Manu did not reject his son. Instead, he guided him. At that time, sage Angirasa was performing a great sacrifice that had come to a halt on the sixth day. The ritual could not proceed, as if the sacred fire itself refused to arise. Manu taught Nabanedishta the hidden Vedic knowledge required to complete the sacrifice and said to him with certainty, "If you enable this yajna to reach its fulfillment, you will be rewarded with abundant gifts, great wealth, and 1,000 cows." Bearing his father's words and the sacred hymns, Nabanedishta approached sage Angirasa with humility rather than claim. He revealed to him the rare mantras that could restore the rhythm of the sacrifice, verses whose sound carried the power to realign cosmic order. Through these hymns, the yajna was completed successfully. The fire rose high, the gods were pleased. From the sacrifice flowed immense riches, including 1,000 cows and valuable offerings. As Nabanedishta moved to receive the sacrificial remnants promised to him, a formidable presence appeared, Rudra. In some tradition, he manifests as Krishnasava, dark and awe-inspiring, standing upon a funeral pyre. With unquestioned authority, Rudra declared that all remnants of the sacrifice belonged to him. Nabanedishta did not argue, nor did he cling to what he had earned. He was instructed to confirm the matter with his father. Returning to Manu, he received a clear answer. The remnants of the sacrifice indeed belonged to Rudra. Nabanedishta carried this truth back exactly as he had heard it, without distortion, resentment, or fear. Hearing this, Rudra smiled. The god who tests being through loss now rewarded one who stood firm in truth. "You did not choose wealth over truth," Rudra said. "Therefore, wealth shall not abandon you." He returned all the riches, including the 1,000 cows, to Nabanedishta in full. Thus, Nabanedishta gained more than inheritance. He gained divine trust. He is remembered not only as son of Manu, but as the seer of Rig Veda hymns 10.61 and 10.62, and as one who demonstrated that truth does not seek reward, it transforms itself into a reward. In the Vedic version, wealth may be promised, ritual may be perfected, and knowledge may be taught. But truth alone elevates a human being to divine favor. Nabanedishta did not prevail through argument or entitlement, but through unwavering honesty, and so the universe itself chose to stand with him. Narayana, Narayana.